What's up guys, Viz here, and today we're inside my arcade. Now today we are going to be building up our arcade and seeing how far we can get in my arcade. Now if you guys do want to check out this game for yourself, you guys can go ahead and check the description and it will be linked down below. So let me go ahead and go to options here. Let me go ahead and turn off music for copyright reasons. Now we have 30 cash to start off in this game. So let's go ahead and go to the shop here. All we got to do is touch that. And then we have a little game section here. We even have decor or decorations over here. We can walk over here and buy a ton of different decorations. And it's kind of like Grow a Garden, where the shop kind of like fluctuates with stock and restocks every 5 minutes. So if we go to games here, we can go ahead and purchase our first machine, which has 1 player available for 20 cash. Let's go ahead and buy the Pac-Man machine. And then let's go back to our arcade. And then here we are. Let's go ahead and click build mode. Go ahead and have the Pac-Man here. Let's go ahead and spin that around. And let's go ahead and place our first machine right there. So that is the tutorial done, and that is pretty much the basics of the game. Basically, all we're going to do is have customers come into our arcade, build up our arcade, get different machines, earn more money, so on and so forth, hire workers, things like that. Basically a normal simulator, and that is what we're going to be doing. We also do have a task over here on the left side. So we have play for 5 minutes, we get 200 cash, purchase 5 games, 60 cash, and clean 4 games for 50 cash. That does mean that the machines get dirty, and I would assume you do have to like repair them at some point as well. Let's go ahead and check out the staff. We need technicians and janitors, so exactly what I said. They do eventually need to be repaired. And if we click hire new, we need 200 to hire our first technician, and it's $20 per minute to keep him hired, and same thing with the janitor as well. So let's go ahead and clean this machine. I'm guessing when you clean them and nothing's wrong with them, you make more money. So let's go ahead and go back to games, and let's go ahead and purchase another Pac-Man, and we're just going to kind of repeat this over and over to pretty much just get started in the game. So we now have our second one here, and you do have guest rating and money on the like leaderboard list over here. So we are definitely going to have to get our rating up and things like that. So let's go ahead and click the machines, and right here it actually tells you stats as well. So we have the price, we have duration, revenue per second, customers, and revenue as well. So I'm guessing how many customers have played this, and also the revenue as well. I don't know how we already have 12 different customers. That is pretty insane. But let's go ahead and head back over to the little shop, and let's go ahead and pick up 2 more Pac-Men, and then we are going to go ahead and place these down. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of repeat here for a little bit, and then once we make a decent amount of progress, I'll go ahead and cut back for you guys. All right guys, so we just purchased some street brawlers, and here is our current arcade setup. I do need to get 1 more Pac-Man for this little corner here, but we're going to go ahead and place our last street brawler here. I actually over purchased, so we're just going to go ahead and start a new row of street brawlers, and these street brawlers here are making $10 every 8 seconds, or the revenue is $1.25 per second. So that is not too bad. There is also mutations in the game. There is right now a storm going on which has a chance to spawn a mad scientist, and it gives a shocked mutation. I don't know if that's towards the machines or what exactly happens with like the mutation system, but that is pretty cool inside the game. Now also in here as well, I do want to go ahead and cover this. If you guys kind of head to the alleyway here, I guess there is a free group chest here, and then there's also a sell section. So anything in your inventory, the items that you don't need anymore, you can basically sell here for a cheaper price than you bought. And then right over here on the other side, there is a leaderboard for revenue, customers, and task completed. So that is a really cool. The game does seem very, very promising and very polished in my opinion. So it is definitely worth a checkout. So we now have 800 cash here. We're going to go ahead and go to games, and I guess what we will go ahead and do is pick up our 1 Pac-Man for that corner, and then we're just going to continue with street brawlers for a little bit and kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and place these machines down, And here we go. And then the Pac-Man's gonna go right over there. And then we shall just kind of continue cleaning the machines and things like that. Right now, we do have repair 3 games, and unfortunately, my games are just not really needing repaired, unfortunately. So we're just going to kind of wait for that quest right there. And that is pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and continue basically grinding away, and then I'll catch you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, so we now have a rainy event going on, which has a chance to spawn leprechauns, which then it is a rainbow mutation. I guess we haven't been able to get lucky enough to get a leprechaun yet, but as you guys can tell, our arcade is looking pretty nasty when it comes to cleaning the machines. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hire our first set of staffs here. We're going to go ahead and hire a janitor for 200. There we go. We got Julia, and then we're going to go ahead and hire a technician as well. And now we have Carla as well. So these 2 employees are going to definitely be helping us keep this place cleaner and keep it up and running. But as you guys can see, we are going with pretty much Pac-Man's there, claw machines there, street brawlers right over there, then the hockey puck machines. I kind of forget what this is called, maybe air hockey or something, but along this row. And then we're going with the little like punch machine thing here as well. Again, I kind of forget what they are called. I could probably just go to the shop and look and see the bounce backs and the hammers inside of this game. Of course, they're not actually what they're supposed to be because of copyright reasons, but let's go ahead and buy another bounce back, and let's go ahead and place that into our little arcade area. Now again, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep grinding away. So guys, we have been working on our arcade for a little bit of time. Now, there is a storm event going on, and apparently we actually spawned in the mad scientist. So if we go ahead and turn around here, you guys can see just a huge white glow here. And I'm guessing that this is the mutation from the mad scientist, which is the shocked mutation. So that is pretty much how it works. Let's go ahead and click this right here. And yes, it is. It says it's shocked now. And the price does an insane amount more. So we make $87.5 per 11 seconds. And if we go ahead and click the one right next to it, it only does 35 every 11 seconds. So there are mutations in the game. Basically how it works is when events happen, there is a chance to spawn that person. If that person comes in and plays your game, that game then gets a mutation. So that is super cool right there. So that is one of our highest paying machines. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys an update on the arcade as well. So as you guys can see right here, we have a ton of street brawlers, and pretty much the idea is we have a 1x1 walkway down to here, and then it's going to basically funnel all the way over to this little teleport pad, which we can then buy multiple floors. So we need $10,000 for floor 2, and then we need $100,000 for floor 3. But the basic idea is to basically just take all of our machines, run it down this way right here, and continue running these down to here as well. And then, like I said, pretty much just funnel a path right into the floor area. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on the shocked mutation. So guys, we have definitely been grinding away, and unfortunately I am just going for kind of a money method kind of arcade right now. We're not really making it pretty. So if you guys definitely want to see another episode of this game where I actually like make one of the floors, or if not all the floors, like very pretty and like decorative things like that, then let me know down in the comments. But before we do end this video, we are going to go ahead and go back here to the very back. We all have punching machines here. We have one air hockey table here. Apparently these machines up here are some sort of like Pong type game. I didn't know that. I thought it was kind of like air hockey, but we do have the floors right here. We're going to go ahead and purchase the second floor. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and click teleport. And then now, of course, we can start using floor 2 to our advantage, making more money, getting more customers, so on and so forth. So if you guys do want to see more of my arcade, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.